Hello, and today we will be unboxing the Yi Handheld Gimbal 2. It's a fairly new product to the Yi action camera accessory range. The gimbal comes in at £180, which is slightly more expensive than some other gimbals, being around the £100 mark. It has 6 to 8 hours of battery life and 320 degrees rotation on the pan axis. I am hoping this will help me make better content in the future and of a better production value, both on and off the bike. So let's have a look what we got. And just roll up my sleeves because I'm in business. So I'm just going to gently make an incision there like that. I think everybody finds this kind of satisfying when you buy something new. Let's take it out of the box. Okay. Comes reasonably well packed. It's got foam on the inside to protect it from the front of the box for damage and things. It's quite good. On the inside we have warranty stuff. We've got some instructions which I'm gonna need. Also inside the box we have a USB connector to charge the battery inside, and then we have the gimbal held firmly in place by this dry lung foam. It's not going to move or anything like that, and that's it. That's what you get in the box. So this is basically it. This is what you get in the box with the instructions and the warranty. That's it. It doesn't come with a case or anything like that. That's added extra, which I need to buy if I'm going out on the bike and things. When you hold it, it feels quite sturdy. It's got a nice weight to it, very plasticky feeling. There's no metal involved there, not even on this part, that part or that part. So the whole casing is plastic. It's got a USB charging port there for the internal battery. I wonder if that battery is replaceable. Controls are pretty basic. It's got a shutter button so if you connect your camera via Bluetooth. It's got the power button and the mode button and the joystick. On the inside parts here, it's got a nice foam protector, so you know you're not going to scratch your camera if it accidentally knocks it or anything like that. Even on the back here, it's got a nice foam guard to stop it damaging your camera. There it's got the same foam, and along the back here as well. E logo on the side, and it's got the camera cradle here at the front. On the back there are these two grub screws which hold the camera in place. I know some people are wondering if this will hold a GoPro Hero 3, the 4 silver or black, or the 5 or the 6. I can't really show you if it's holding the GoPro at the moment because I'm using it to film this whole thing. So basically I've got this, which is the very similar size to the GoPro. It's a cheapy camera I bought a little while ago as a secondary camera that I wanted to just mount around the bike and never used. And also I can put some pictures on the screen to show you the dimensions of the GoPro compared to the Yi 4K. The GoPro Hero 4 is actually smaller than the Yi 4K, so it shouldn't have any issues fitting inside this cradle here. So as for the 5 and the 6, I can't really tell you because I don't own one of them if this will hold the 5 or 6 camera. I can also put up on the screen the sizes of the 5 and 6 camera, and the camera itself is actually bigger than the Yi 4K, and that's due to its external casing. Whether or not you will get that in there, I'm not entirely sure. So I'm just going to gently do these up. As you can see, I haven't done the screws up overly tight. I've only just sort of done them tight enough to grip the camera itself, and it does hold it in there pretty firmly. Also on the bottom of the gimbal, it's got a thread, so you can mount it to a tripod or an extending pole or whatever you needed it to, or the dolly for instance, so I could have a panning shot and it would keep stable footage. When you initially turn the gimbal on, it'll go into the pan mode as standard. So to power it on, you press and hold the power button. And there you go, it instantly goes into pan mode. In pan mode, the tilt and roll are locked. The pan axis follows the movement of the gimbal. So when you move the gimbal around, it will basically pan around. So when you press the mode button again, the light goes red. and this means all the axes are all locked. So basically the camera is in a fixed position. Even when you rotate it like this, it stays in a fixed position. Now the next mode is the blue light, which is pan and tilt mode. Roll axis is locked. Tilt and pan axis follow the movement of the gimbal. It follows the gimbal itself. So if I turn it that way, it turns that way. If I turn it back that way, it turns back that way. When you move it up and down, the camera does move up and down. And the next mode is a double press. Turns the light purple and turns it into selfie mode. So basically selfie mode is so you can get steady footage with the camera facing you. Now I have noticed with this gimbal, and it's probably the same with all gimbals, I'm not entirely sure, there are these stops here. There's one there and there's one here. And there's one under there as well. So, you know, that's it, it's hit the stop. Basically, it won't go around any more than that. The light's flashing, it's telling me, computer says no. And the other way, same again, it's hit the stops, it's freaking out. And again, you know, once you hit the stops, you know you've hit the stops basically. Not going to go that far anyway, are you? Because the gimbal is actually in the way in the shot. But here, again, yeah. You're upside down. How are you upside down? There we go. In lock mode, you can control the camera's movements using the joystick at the front. It'll pan around to the left, to the right, and it'll pan down and pan up. You can't pan up and pan left at the same time. It doesn't allow you to do that. Hoping that this is going to give me smoother, crisper video results. So I need to go to the beach later. I need to see if I can get some nice sunset video panning around the bike. One with the gimbal and one without the gimbal.